Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come on here and just run my mouth for a few seconds. Okay, so if you don't know, I am reviewing Basketball Wives. However, there is a clip that is going viral, and everybody's talking about it on Twitter, and they're posting it on the blogs. And it's basically um, an argument between Jackie Christie and Chantel, which is Jackie Christie's daughter. For those who don't know, Chantel is I was about to say a housewife. She is a basketball wife this season. We've seen Chantel throughout the years on the show, but I believe this is like her first time as an actual basketball wife. She's in the opening credits and all that stuff. Um, I'm going to play the audio so you can hear this exchange. Now, again, I reviewed the show, so I'll have the full review up tomorrow. I'm only going to talk about what's in this clip, some of what's in this clip. Um, yeah, so let me go ahead and just play it so we can get into the mess.
What's wrong with you?
That has something to do with me and Brittany. It don't have anything to do with me and you. This ain't for the cameras. This ain't for nothing. Brittany needs to stand down and stay out of our business. Everybody jumping in each other, and you stay out of it with me and her. We don't got no problem.
Are you being for real right now? Mom, I'm not taking you seriously right now. I think that it is given every bit of delusion. I'm not taking you serious.
I'm delusional.
Right, very much so.
You were in an argument with Brandy. You guys handled the argument. You then came over with Brittany, had a conversation, came back and sat in the middle. I'm the one that's delusional. What did she have to say when you was separate from her, Ben?
It doesn't even
what did she
matter
have to say?
Point, Mom.
Negative bull. I'm gonna say this to you, and I'm gonna say it to you one time.
Please say it. Go ahead.
Please stand down.
Okay.
I'm telling you that as your mother. I love you. Me and you is good. If we not good, and you gonna let this,
we're not good here.
Oh, we're not good here.
Say, Mom, I don't have. I don't want to do this to you in this space. I'm serious when I say it. I'm dead serious.
Chantel,
I'm not interested.
You know better.
And so do you.
I love you.
And so do you.
And I don't think we have an issue.
Go
and
ahead,
if we
Mom.
do, you can speak about
Please,
it. I didn't come in here.
Please.
Listen.
I don't want to do this.
I did not come in here to confront you, but what I'm not going to do is sit here and do disrespectful stuff in front of these people to my daughter.
All right.
Okay?
And
this is a beef you have with Brandy.
So please
you
go
can't
ahead.
air me out.
Mom, if I get Dad on this phone right now, it's going to go left.
Stop acting like a child, Chenny. Okay. This is not where you should have come.
You sound like Brandy.
You shouldn't have come.
Girl, go ahead.
You shouldn't have come.
Mom, go ahead.
Period.
Go
and
ahead.
calling my husband is a mistake.
Do you understand that's
Period.
my father?
Period.
Do you hear
Girl
yourself?
Bye. Girl bye.
Do you hear yourself?
Chantel,
my biological
I'm going to tell you right now.
Listen to yourself,
Stop
Jackie.
yelling.
Listen
Stop yelling.
to yourself.
You're making a fool of yourself. You're making a fool of yourself. Girl, bye. Bye. You're on dope. You're I'm gone. I'm gone.
You sound
I'm
crazy.
gone. I'm leaving.
That's my blood. Are you dumb?
I'm done.
My husband? She gotta be high.
I am done.
Okay. So this is some of what I have to say. I'll start with Jackie. I'm gonna start out with Jackie because when we get to Chantel, I'm gonna start with Jack. I'm gonna start with Big Jack. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I have not heard the stories of Jackie as it pertains to her and how she is as a mother. I can't remember the details, but I know she has another daughter who came out and talked about Jackie and how she showed up as a mother. And it was pretty much just giving trifling mama, if we're just going to be honest about it. The way that Chantel shows up in her relationship with Jackie on the show, I'm not going to sit here and just dismiss or act as if the way Chantel is with Jackie, it's probably not warranted, because I feel like it might be, especially since we already have another child of Jackie saying that she might not be the best mama. So Chantel, whatever she feels about Jackie, it's probably warranted. I do believe that Jackie might not be the best mama. I do believe that Jackie gives me like it's all about Doug and that's it. I want to know how Doug is as a father. I remember Doug being on the show, like popping in and out, but Doug don't really fool with the show like that, right? I don't remember Doug being in the. I remember like they had like when they would do like the weddings and all that stuff, but I don't remember Doug just really being in the show like a Peter, like Peter from Real Housewives of Atlanta. How Peter was on the show. I don't remember Doug having that type of role. He popped in when he needed to, and then he was gone. But I do want to know how Doug is as a father. Chantel, I have been saying since the beginning of this season, I really don't think that Chantel likes Jackie. I really think that Chantel only fools with Jackie out of obligation because that's my mama. I think that if you remove the title of mama, which I know is difficult to do, but if you remove the title of mama from the scenario, I think that Chantel would treat Jackie like a witch in the street who she gonna have beef with forever. But the way that Chantel interacts with Jackie on the show, it gives, I don't like this. And the only reason why I'm dealing with her is because she my mama. But like I said, I also feel like whatever Chantel probably feel, first of all, everybody's feelings are valid. Are feelings facts? No, feelings are not facts, but your feelings are valid. However, I feel like because we've already had a story come out about Jackie and how she is as a mother, it just kind of, for me, kind of solidifies that whatever Chantel may be feeling about her mama might have some truth in it. The thing that I don't get with Chantel is I don't know if Chantel came onto this show. Like, what we not gonna do, Chantel? Shawnee, whatever they call her. Shan? Was that what Jackie calls her? Girl, why are you acting like this is not the 12th or 13th season of Basketball Wives and you don't know what this show is about? Chantel has been on this show more than a few times. She knows what this show is about. She knows how the women move on this show. So it's like I don't know if they brought her in because the way she shows up on the show is almost in a way of I'm here to show these women that we're grown women and we can act a certain way. Girl, that's not gonna work not 12 seasons in. Maybe you could have came in season 1, season 2 with that attitude. But girl, the story has already been written for how Basketball Wives is. It ain't changing no time soon, okay? But that's how it feels the way that she comes in. It also feels to me that whatever issue she has with Jackie, I wish she would have tried to probably get that under wraps before she came to the show. I think it's weird. Now, some of you don't, this wasn't in the clip. Well, I don't think it wasn't. I can't remember. But basically, last week's episode, well, not last week, because last week it didn't come on. The week before last, in that episode, Brandy, one of the cast members, called Chantel a child. Jackie was told by Chantel to kind of like not speak up for her when it comes to Brandy. I don't know if she meant for the rest of the season or if she just meant that day when she had the conversation with Jackie. Chantel is a grown ass woman with a husband and I think 2 or 3 kids. I think 2 kids. In that scenario where Brandy called her a child, while Brandy was being petty and messy, Brandy just wasn't out here just lashing out, calling her all types of B's and H's and you know what I'm saying? Girl, you don't need your mother to step in to take up for you because this other grown woman is calling you a grown woman a child. Now, I could see, don't get it twisted. I would look at Jackie sideways if Brandy got up trying to knock Chantel upside her head and Jackie just sat there. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna be jumping nobody, but girl, I might not have the best relationship with my daughter, but you ain't gonna be knocking her upside the head either. if I might knock her, okay, I might knock her, but you ain't gonna knock her. You know what I'm saying? So I can see if it got to a point where it was about to get physical, and girl, you had Evelyn, girl, running across the table trying to throw a champagne bottle. Then yes, I would expect Jackie to jump in. But in that scenario with Brandy calling her a child, girl, it wasn't that deep. So it's like at one moment you want your mother to treat you like a grown woman and don't speak up for you when it comes to Brandy, but then the next minute, girl, you want her to stand up for you, and then you do, girl, we just gonna call it for what it is. What a child would say is, "I'm calling my daddy." Girl, don't get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna call my father. Girl, what? Girl. That's why Brandy calls you a child. You're like, and I feel like Chantel is the prime example, another example of people needing to stay in the positions that they are already in, right? Not to go off into a whole rant. It's kind of like Marlo. Marlo was a friend of the show. As soon as she became a housewife, she was public enemy number one. People couldn't stand Marlo as a housewife. I felt like most of us liked Marlo as a friend. We could tolerate Marlo as a friend. Marlo was a horrible housewife, even though I wanted her to stay on the show because I was embarrassed for Marlo, because I was like, damn, this woman been a friend for so long, and now she finally got a peach, and now y'all about to fire the girl. You know what I'm saying? So it was more like secondhand embarrassment for me that I wanted Marlo to stay. But Marlo was not a good housewife. So and I'm saying that to bring Chantel back into it. Chantel probably should have just stayed Jackie's daughter. Because Chantel, as a housewife, I don't see anybody online who just goes up for Chantel. I think most people are like, and I was the first one to go, get her off the show. Girl, why is Chantel on the show? Why is Chantel on the show? She clearly hates Jackie. Which is okay. Which is fine. Girl, you ain't gonna like your mama or your daddy, okay? She clearly doesn't like Jackie. She clearly has an issue with Jackie. So to get on this show and then to expect Jackie, to, I guess, move a certain way, and then for you to kind of move the way that she moves, it's just weird to me. I wish Chantel would have never would have never accepted a full-time position, or at least if Jackie was on the show. Because let's just call the thing a thing. Jackie ain't going nowhere. At this point, I don't really go for Jackie like that. I never disliked Jackie, but I never went up. Like, Jackie was never one of my girls. Like, my girls were Tammy and Evelyn. That's it, okay? And a little bit of Brandy, and then Brandy kind of lost me at one point. But like, Brandy doing her thing this season on some real shit. But like, the two girls who I just went up for were always Evelyn and Tammy. It was never Jackie, but I never just disliked Jackie. But the fact of the matter is, this is Jackie's show. Girl. I mean, it's Shawnee's show, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Jackie ain't going nowhere. And if they got to choose, they definitely ain't choosing Chantel over Jackie. Jackie hasn't even met Chantel's husband. Y'all heard what I just said? Did y'all just hear what I said? Jackie has not even met Chantel's husband. Yes, you heard me. You heard me correct. And this, yes, you heard what I just said. Yeah, Chantel, she's not doing it for me. And I think it's weird that it's almost like, I feel like at this point with Jackie and Chantel, even if Jackie tried to make the relationship right with Chantel, I do believe that Chantel would give Jackie hell because Chantel is probably pissed off and will never forgive Jackie for something that she's probably done in their relationship. I do also believe too that even I'm about to say something that's gonna make the parents pissed off out there. I do believe that even when your child is fully grown, I don't give a damn if your child is 50 years old. I will always put it on the parents to try to make sure they have some type of relationship with their child. Yes, I said it and I'm not taking it back. If you are a parent, I don't give a damn if you have this estranged relationship with your child. I think it is your responsibility to always, or this toxic, not toxic, but girl, if y'all have not got to the point where y'all just have just said boom, 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 we done, it's a wrap. But I do feel like in some scenarios, now I'll say it that way, not in every scenario. I feel like in some scenarios, it's up to the parent to always try and have some type of open line of communication with their child, no matter the age. I'll say it that way. Not in every scenario, but in some. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Jackie and Jackie and Chantel. When Chantel threatened to call Doug on Jackie, I said, girl, that's why they call you a child. Look at you, girl. Like in real life, we're just gonna call it what it is, girl. Y'all a group of grown ass women, and girl, you are the only one talking about I'm gonna call my daddy. And then you wonder why Brandy called you a child. Girl, do you know how it sounds to say, I'm gonna call my father, or however she said it? And then the reason why I feel like Jackie probably punched it and got ghost is because this is what I feel. Feelings are not facts. But I feel like Doug probably doesn't watch the show at all. I feel like Doug probably don't know what the hell be going on down to VH1. Kind of like Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon. Dr. Damon don't know shit that be going on down to YouTube or with Dr. Heavenly or down to Married to Mess. And he pop up when Dr. Heavenly say, we going on a trip, I need you to come, and then he be gone. I feel like that's Doug now. I feel like Doug don't pay attention to nothing on VH1. I don't think he knows what goes on with Jackie down to the show. I think that when Chantel threatened to call Doug, I think that kind of rattled Jackie, like, because I know I'd be down here cutting up and acting a fool sometimes. Like, let me get the fuck up out of here. They call my husband. But it's the bitch call him. That's not what Jackie was thinking. Anyways, child. Yeah, we'll go more into detail about who, because I haven't watched the episode yet, so I don't know what happened with Brittany and Jackie and Washington. Like, I don't know, so I just wanted to talk about that clip. You know what? I want to know, because again, I don't know this to be factual, but I feel like Chantel doesn't like her mama. But with the relationship that Chantel has with her mother, or lack of a relationship, and then the story that the other daughter came out with, I want to know the relationship that Jackie has with her son. I didn't even know Jackie had a son until this season. Because as many times as I've watched Basketball Wives, I don't think maybe they mentioned it and I just don't remember. We watch a lot of reality TV. But I don't remember knowing that Jackie had a son. I always thought at one point it was Chantel until I heard of the other daughter. And then this season, when Chantel called the brother to complain about Jackie, basically. But yeah, I would want to know her relationship with her son, because sometimes mothers don't get along with their daughters, but then girl, they treat their sons like kings. Yeah. And let me just clarify this too about the whole parent. Like, for example, for me, I don't have a relationship with my father. I haven't seen my father since I was 18, 19 years old. It's been a long time since I last seen him face to face. It wouldn't make any sense for my father to try to have a relationship with me now, because I don't really want one. I don't crave for one. I don't think about one. It just wouldn't. It's a no. So if he tried it, he would more than likely be wasting his time. I'll say 99.9% it's a no. But in some scenarios, I do feel like it's up to the parents to try and mend a relationship with their children. And I don't care about the age of the child. I think it always falls on the parents. And again, that's not in every scenario because, again, like in my situation, I haven't seen my father, blah, 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 like I just told y'all. So, it's not every scenario, but in some, I do believe it's up to the parents to fix the relationship with their children. Anyways, all right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Jackie and Chantel. Who's right? Who's wrong? Are they both wrong? Mother versus daughter. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.